If I ask you to name a popular coffee shop, what comes to mind? Many of you, off the top of your head, would probably say Starbucks. If I asked you to name a popular type of soda, many of you would probably say Coke or Pepsi. If I asked you to name a popular perfumer, many of you might say L'Oreal. So what do all of these have in common? Welcome to day 4, tip 4 in this series, 5 business tips in 5 days. If you want to check out the other videos in this series, be sure to subscribe below and don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you are notified whenever I post new videos. I would love to have you around for the future. Hi everyone, my name is Wade. I'm the owner of Black Tie Barn Candle Company, and on this channel we talk about candle making as well as running a small business. Today's video tip is all about branding. Mind over matter, focusing on what customers think about, not just what they get. There are many examples of brands that have so much brand recognition that people use them interchangeably. The product and the brand itself have become synonymous. Duct tape, for example. We all call it duct tape, but that's just a brand. Several other companies and brands make that type of tape. Or how about Kleenex? Yep, just a brand name for tissue. Chapstick, Tupperware, Xerox, Taser, Band-Aid. All just brands. The point is, customers buy products, but they become loyal to brands. And if you grow and play your cards right, when a customer thinks of a particular product, they might think of your brand. But that's easier said than done, because even though it's extremely important, branding often plays second fiddle to products for new business owners. And don't get me wrong, products are very important, but branding is what gets and keeps attention. And that attention attracts new customers. Combine that with good product, and you have customers that come back. Another way of looking at it is this. You might have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, or you have no brand, then no one will ever know or care. Like others, you will become lost in the abyss of stuff that just doesn't matter. It sounds harsh, but it's the harsh truth. On the flip side, what if you just have an okay product, but a good brand? Your branding is attracting new attention, and that attention is putting your products in the hands of new customers. Even if those products aren't as good as the products in the previous example, who's doing better? The funny thing is even if your products are just okay, if people like your brand or your story or you enough, they'll keep coming back. And if you just think about it in that framework, it's really a no-brainer. Now again, in no way am I encouraging you to not care about your products. How many videos on this channel do I talk about testing and more testing and even more testing to try to make the best candles that you can? What I'm hoping to do in this video is to stress the importance of also prioritizing your brand. Both your products and your brand can continue to evolve over time, but at least have something to start with. Even if it's generic, have something. If you have several collections or several product lines, then it might require you to have different marketing or branding around each of those, or you can tie them all together in some cohesive branding. It really doesn't matter at this point. It's just important to be thinking about your branding and try to establish some type of brand recognition as soon as you can. It can take a long time for your brand to become recognized or memorable, so the sooner you can get started, the better. And then build your marketing, your social media posts, your ads, your influences, your website, your Facebook cover, your labels, everything around your brand so that no matter where your current or new future customers show up, they can't help but notice you. Doing this enough for long enough is how you grow your brand. So new candle makers or new business owners, this is what I would do. First, we all agree you have to have a product. So start by testing some products to a level where you are confident. And while you're doing that, be brainstorming your branding, your colors, your labels, your fonts, etc. Next, make your first set of finished products. If you're a candle maker, your first 3 to 5 candles. So 1 jar, 3 to 5 fragrances, 3 to 5 finished products. Now, stop making new candles. It's time to go hardcore on your brand. You have enough products to start with. It's time to lock in on your brand and the look that you want to launch with. If you've already launched, same thing. Stop making new products and refine your brand and get it to where you want it to be. Because it's time to start promoting your brand. And I mean blow up your social media platforms. Work with collaborators, influencers, friends, run ads. Just lock in your brand and push it hard. Once you have your brand identity, you have your core. Now you can get back to making more products. This is the foundational strategy that I would use, especially if I was just getting started. And it will look a little bit different for every person and every business. But for those of you struggling on what to do next, this is my advice. If you are struggling with your branding, that's okay. Stick with it. Get some help if you need it, but just don't skip it and wait to do it later, because later always takes way too long. Work on your branding now because it's that important. A product is just a product. I mean, selling a product alone is like running a garage sale. Sure, if I happen to see a garage sale, I might stop and buy something if I like it, but I don't think I've ever been to the same garage sale twice. Ever. On the other hand, a product with a brand is a business. And for many of you, that's the goal. So next time you ride a jet ski, use some Velcro, play Frisbee, or buy some bubble gum, just remember, those aren't products. Those are brands. Let me know in the comment section below which of these examples of brands surprised you the most, because maybe you thought that was actually the name of the product. And remember, I mentioned several at the beginning of this video as well if you need to go back and look. I'm really curious to hear all of your answers because I remember being surprised when I learned a few myself a while back. Check out the other videos in this series by clicking on one of the videos here on the screen. Please subscribe to the channel and leave it a thumbs up below if you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.